Hey everyone, this is a trader investor again to do a small discussion, small video on AMC, our favorite meme stock of recent days. So AMC, the squeeze has not started. We were led to believe it had started last Wednesday, but that wasn't true. Yesterday, a news came out that AMC sold 11.5 million shares. Those shares were sold in April. It was just announced yesterday. So a lot of people are reading the news as if the shares were sold yesterday. Because the news said AMC just filed a sale of shares, 11.5 million shares. And the part that people are missing is the word filed. They did not sell. It didn't say AMC sold today. It just said AMC filed the sale of those shares. The sale happened much earlier. The filing was not required to take place for a couple of months, and that's why it was announced yesterday. So those hedge funds, institutions that are heavily shorted, they use this fear, uncertainty, greed to instill into the market, hey, the squeeze is over, AMC is not for you. They are actually selling more shares to dilute the value of the market. They want to price it, they want to drive the price down. This was the message. So as a result, many people who are playing with very, very dangerous leverage, meaning money they cannot afford to lose, if it goes to zero, their livelihood could be significantly impacted. They panic. Of course, when they panic, boom, this selling happens. When institutions dump their shares, this selling happens, this pressure happens. But then there were some buying pressures that came in, mid-market, maybe not quite mid-market, a couple of hours into the cash trading hours to pick it back up, but then it drove down again. As I mentioned yesterday, we are making lower highs. So lower highs, it means price pressure to the downside is still there. And are we going to maintain these lows to make higher low to drive the price back up? Or are we going to do what I prefer? And my preference is, I think if you have seen my video from yesterday, I want price to come down to the mid-20s. I want to load up on options and get ready for the real squeeze. And the tricky part about the squeeze is we don't know if it happens, if it starts tomorrow or if it starts in 2 weeks, in 4 weeks. So sometimes in this range is going to happen. This is where the tricky part is, picking the right option strike price. You'll kind of have a feeling of the right strike price as the volume and open interest starts to increase for a specific strike price and expiration. Recently, it was the June 18th $40 calls. They were getting a heavy volume and open interest was extremely high. And people who took advantage of that cashed out on Wednesday. That was beautiful. So we're waiting for that opportunity again. And what the pre-market is showing us is a pretty flat market. This is where we closed yesterday, and that's where we are today. Pretty flat. So are we going to see some selling pressure come in to take it down? Because it is going to accelerate. And if I measure how much price could potentially go down, if I say from here to here, and if I take it from this high, then it's going to be in the high 20s, right? So that's the selling pressure. If we drive down same distance, then from this peak, that same distance is around $30. I would like to have a better entry. My better entry would be, let me erase the previous drawings. If maybe we spike up a little bit today and then we push down, then what could happen is our entry, then our peak from here to here to this peak will give us 16, even not even mid-20s. So this is what I would like to see. Now you can also say, well, why not measure? So let me take this out. We know between 16 and 30 is what we've measured so far. And if you ask, why don't you measure from here to here and project it from here, that gives me the same value as projecting it from here, right? So this move, I have not seen it fully taken yet, and this move, by being fully taken, it's the same as this move being fully taken. And so based on that, it could go to 30 and reverse. I would love 25, but 30 is also acceptable for me. I want to see some strength. A reversal is really a clear break of structure. It's not just touch and go. Whatever price comes down to, I want to show you here. Let's do this way. Let's do it this way. Whatever price comes down to, right? If it comes down to this level, break of structure means it forms a higher low. It forms a higher low. Very, very critical for me to have a higher low, and then take this high, and then up here make a higher high. A higher high meaning breaking this high. As soon as we break this high, we have a higher high. So when I see this break of structure, this is where I'm entering. This is why my preference is 25. That way, when price gives me this break of structure at around 30, I can add more to my position. Now, as price drives down, if I see that there's momentum and it's driving down to 25, I'm picking up my options anyway, because this is not fundamentally sound. This is not technically sound. This is just something that just happens. This short squeeze is just anomaly. It's not a regular way of looking at markets. Therefore, if it comes down to 25, I'm picking up options. I'm not waiting for break of structure. The break of structure is just to add to my stock position. The break of structure is just to add even more options if desired. Or for those of you who want to be a little bit more cautious and say, well, I want to see this break of structure before I enter. Personally, it goes to 25, I'm picking up options. No questions asked. Break of structure, I might add more stocks to my position because I'm happy with my stock position currently. I don't need to add it. I just want to load up on options. So 25, I'm entering. This is how I'm looking at it. This is how I'm preparing. So right now, the market's just opened and you're seeing some action. But, you know, I'm not very excited about this action. I'm expecting price to drive down. All right, everyone. At the end of today, I will do another video. We will review AMC. Did it go according to my plan, or did it just change its mind and did its complete run up hit those high 70s again? We shall see. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.